guys, Joanna here. I'm the co-founder of Soon. Here I'm joined by Xin, co-founder of Sign,
yes.
And a very great friend of mine. I really enjoy his many insights, many unique insights as well. So I think it will be a perfect target for my new podcast right here. I'm challenging myself to interview 100 most insightful founders. And, we definitely want to talk about your backstory and your journey at Sign. So let's get started. Yeah. So let's start with the early founding stories, and also just maybe starting with how you got yourself into this crazy world of crypto.
Okay. So long story short, I was a WE student, and one day I realized a corporate job is there's a long chain, right? So basically, you build a product, you test that product, you build a product, and give it to someone else. Someone wrap it into application and sell the application, and the money going back slowly. And then I heard of something called cryptocurrency mining. So basically, you build a product and you mine crypto, and you just all the money belong to you. I said, why not? So the whole lab. So all the lab students we were working together to crypto mining. That was before I graduated. So that's how I really get into crypto. I was started as a miner builder, and then mining doesn't work, and start to invest in crypto because a lot of rich people are looking for a tech boy. We're helping them not get scammed. So I was a tech boy to the venture partners, and 4 years ago I founded Sign. I think finally I accumulated enough knowledge to really build something, to really explore something with my own ideas. So I co-founded Sign with two of my co-founders.
And
already 4 years. It's already 4 years.
Yeah. You guys been doing this for a while, and it used to be called ETHSign, right? Yeah. So tell me a little bit more about these transition moments, right, where you had to pivot from kind of initially the early vision to where it is today.
So in the very beginning of a startup, we're first time CEO, first time co-founders want to play something safe. So we go for something not hot and popular at the moment, but I think it will eventually make sense in long term. So we go for blockchain verifiability. Basically, everything can sign down blockchain as forever verifiable and forever stored there. So we go for a application level, and 2021 everybody's so hyped for Web3. We think Web3 is going to replace Web2, but soon we'll realize, okay, the infrastructure is not ready. So even we build a product, but people who have wallet, the number of people who have wallet is actually very limited. We can't really depend on creating all the revenue purely by a SaaS model on these Web3 applications. And so we take a step to the center of blockchain, which is asset creation and asset distribution. So we start to build a token table, and after token table, we also really the things is crypto really changing a lot. It happens very fast. A lot of founders 4 years already built 3 startups. So instead of building 3, we basically keep building new products. Now I think the latest stuff we're doing is so basically token table is already a successful product. We have more than 50% market share, and we're stable on that. And I see it's the speed of native crypto asset generation is actually slowed down. So so also right now it's a bull market. So we think it's time to really wrap the crypto technology for the real world people, because that's always my passion. So right now we're spending most of the time talking to different countries, governments, tech, central bank, also big corporation like London Metal Exchange or Citibank, or some airline companies to build to help them building blockchain digital infrastructure.
Love it. Yeah, I think the fact that you kind of moved on from just being a Ethereum specific project to now working with Solana project, right? We're at the Solana office. Yeah. More people are using token table for their airdrop and Quest campaigns. It's a really smart decision. Now
you just have to. Just be very honest, right?
Right.
Because you always go to where users really are.
Exactly.
So in the very beginning, we choose Ethereum because Ethereum was the platform for all the applications. Right now, not anymore. Honestly, we have to go to different blockchains. We make a lot of successful product and partners on Telegram blockchain, Ton. And also right now, most of the projects they choose Solana. So we have to adapt. Right? So we don't have. There's no need. We have to stick with a programming language or something. It's always makes sense to build a better service to users.
Trust me, I know. I mean, that's why we build soon as well.
That's good, yes.
We wanted to always, solve that problem, right? To bring more users into blockchain.
By the way, I think SVM gonna have a lot of usage. So we're right now really busy learning SVM and all the like tech.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. So coming to the last point that you made, which I thought was super unique. Now you're talking to, like in the real world asset perspective, right? You were talking to a lot of governments. This is a new frontier, I say, like most of these crypto companies are still not fully exploring, right? And then some of it is because the use case that you guys are representing here is actually benefiting real people. Like we talked about this right before this interview, right? Like the Thai government is using your already. This is not just an announcement, guys. It's actually using Sign to do their visitors visa, right? So you can actually use blockchain to verify all the identities and quickly, using this verifiable product to get through the custom lane very quickly. So all of these, tell me a little bit more about like what is your prioritization looking like, right? You're talking to like emerging markets mostly. What is your current process looking like?
I can start from like explaining why we're doing this.
Sure, yeah, let's start with that.
Because this is relatively very new to people, and to my understanding, sometimes I'm thinking, okay, blockchain has been here for 10 years, and but in terms of the total usage or like the real world adoption is actually quite slow. And when I ask myself why, I realize it's the regulation problems. Because you simply, the government don't want us to use crypto for the past most of the time. Right? So they're not supportive, and for a reason. The blockchain system ideologically not compatible with the sovereign nations, right? Sovereign nations want control, but blockchain says no. Like it's pure absolute. Control. Yeah,
we want decentralization.
It's absolute like freedom. But if we keep doing that, so there's no way we can get real user from real world. We'll slowly take in the fact that most people are not ready for non-custodial wallet. Right? You realize like, okay, so whoever can be responsible for their like private key is already like using non-custodial wallet. But for the rest of people, which is 99%, they just need a bank. They just need a service provider. So we basically adapt like a lot of technology for the real people to use. Our goal is to like empower like everybody using blockchain. But to be specific, right now we're like mostly providing services on like asset creation, asset generation, and we see all the blockchains, IDs, and the asset distribution platform are mostly the peripheral or like the infrastructure for a new asset generation, creation, and distribution. Because the most important assets always be the fiat currency of the country, or like the gold from a country, and after you have the asset, you want to transfer it with low cost, you might want to build your own there too. And after that, you want to identify who are able to use the token, the access to this product. So you naturally want the ID system. You don't want people from sanctioned country to join your network or something. So and the third thing is when you have asset. So right now you see like there's 100, 200 company are busy rush into stablecoin sector. Right. And after the launch stablecoin, they'll quickly realize they need use case.
Yeah, exactly.
They need distribution. Otherwise, like we all have the same US dollar stablecoin, and what's the point of that? Right. So we are actually helping them distributing. That's basically the Y sector. And in terms of our progress in like some Caribbean island country, we're helping a country build UBI based on their local stablecoin. So basically, instead of everybody go to bank every month, everybody right now can just claim airdrop with verified ID and claim airdrop at your home. Every month. It's a UBI program. So in Thailand, we're not really using blockchain, but we're using a lot of ZK technology. So making sure the governments don't want to share their sensitive list, like the red notice. Like people, but still right now, if you scan your passport, we can verify if you're on the list without the government knowing the list.
Yeah.
So like Interpol has been looking for this technology for a long time. Who say this is just their knowledge proof, and crypto people love this. So we built for them. So like right now we're helping them like doing asset creation and for all the other like pilot projects. And I find it very promising because for us, we can have we can turn this short. I will say this year is actually the most optimistic, like I've seen. Like we want to turn this optimism into a long-term revenue-generating contracts.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So let me maybe paraphrase here, right? So the reason that we haven't seen the mass adoption of crypto is because there's this like underlying kind of a pushback from the government side, the regulation side.
Yeah.
So what makes now, I guess you can argue that on the US side, obviously there's a new administration that's very pro crypto. Yeah. What about the rest of the world? Like, what makes it now the right time to start pushing?
Yeah, firstly, I will say President Trump is really helping this. But he personally launched a token. So basically tell all the global leaders it's okay to do so.
Can be more like better endorsement than that.
Like, yeah, they gotta win more. So basically, it's a green light to all the governments. And right now, for the U.S. Regulation from SEC and all the like Genius Act, it's also a strong green light. So that's the biggest change. You were also asking me like, what's the country I should start? Yeah. So my answer to that, simple answer to that, is middle class country. What is middle class country? Is if you see, say there's a membership club called Sovereign Nations, and there's only 191 seats in that club. And in that club, actually you see like some of the leading countries like U.S., China, and they're big enough, and they're powerful nations. They're able to build everything for themselves, and they're also actively selling their protocol, their standard to outside the world, like Visa, MasterCard, even like say Facebook, Twitter, U.S. standard made in U.S. and social network. But you also see like also there's a lot of the least developed countries, and these countries still the biggest problem for them is not enough food, not enough motorcycle, not enough bicycles. That's hard fact. So these people also can't do too much about like tech. But the middle class countries, I would say the leading countries, they want to be gradually become independent from U.S. and China, like UAE, like Abu Dhabi, or like say Thailand in Southeast Asia. They want to be strong. They want to be the center of local Singapore. Yeah. They have Nets, which is a payment network comparable with Visa, but cheaper for their neighbor countries. But they want to build their own standard and to influence the neighbor countries. So they are our ideal partner, and they want to build. They're also looking for like a partner from outside the country because for them they might not have enough talent to build for themselves. So it's ideal for us to partner and to build showcases and push adoption.
Gotcha. Super interesting. I think the one thing that I want to ask is, ZK technology is not new, right? And you guys, when you started, there were a lot of other competitors that were trying to go for this, this ZK verification ID route. So what made you the dominant market winner today? I mean, I think you told me a lot of crazy stories, like how you came to this aha moment, like where you have to start building communities. Right, I know that's one, but curious on your take.
Yeah, just to clarify, we're not the leading players on ZK. We're basically using other people's technology. Like we learn from ZK Passport, but also build our own circuits as well, which is a company that will have real use cases. Where most of company only sell open source software. They can't really sell; they just sell token. But we have use cases, we have revenue generating abilities. But for us, like I guess you're basically asking the community side.
Yeah, I'm asking, how did you guys become the notable ZK ID like use case? And then think part of that is definitely like what you guys been building on the community side, and you're low key like a cult leader here, so people in their community call you the sign daddy, right? So there's a lot of stuff that I can talk about there, but just wanted to come back. Yeah, how did you get to that aha moment? Community building is going to be the key product.
Yeah. So Balaji is an investor to me, and also an active investor in crypto. He was a partner to Andreessen and also the CTO of Coinbase.
Yeah.
He wrote a book called the Network State. I think a lot of people read about that book, and within that, I translated that book into Chinese.
Oh, really? Wow.
And part of the book really intrigued me as community and product which come first. And that's the first time I realized, okay, some people even think like community is more important than product. And it really took me some time to realize, because for the past, like, we all been through the crypto winter, and in the crypto winter we realized, how come I built so good product but nobody using it?
Yeah, people just say that.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's a painful, like, stuff, and then you gradually realize, okay, it's actually more important. Also, oh, by the way, when you're thinking about this, you see like a lot of people launching meme coin. Well, there's one day I remember there's a meme coin called WIF or something. It's a Solana meme coin. The market cap of WIF actually bigger than Arbitrum.
Oh my
one
gosh.
day. And, I think a lot of people, founders like me will feel like shocked, and we realize, okay, actually crypto community is important enough. And also it really take a long time understanding this. Also, I realized that, like, especially for the value of cryptocurrency, value basically come from two sides, right? I think there's a meme coin guy, I don't remember his name. He's also pretty right. He says 95% of cryptocurrency's value is memadic value. Same as US dollar, same as all the coins. You see, most of the value of a coin is how many people accepted the coin. It's not really the economic value, because if it's pure economic value, it's stock, it's security, and we're not security. Also, even right now, if you look into the stock market, you realize a lot of stock are having a strong memadic value, like GameStop, right? Like SpaceX, or not SpaceX, but Tesla, right?
Yeah.
If you compare like Tesla's valuation to all the other EV companies, usually how come like Tesla has so high the ratio?
Premium.
How come? Because it's memadic value. People love him, right? So people are not rational. People not do everything based on reason. I realized, firstly, this is important, and secondly, this is the real value of cryptocurrency, right? You think about the most important crypto projects. I think they always have a strong community. Also, then after you have community, you know who you are building for.
Right.
So you
that's a good point.
Right? So you have a strong team. Like, you ask them what do you need, you understand them better, and you never worry about you build a product nobody using it anymore. Because you know your audience. Just like when we're doing this podcast, we know who we're speaking to, and that's very important. So we spend a lot of time building community, and right now we have a community called the Orange Dynasty, and we realize no need to think about it looks legit. It's why Kamala Harris lose to Donald Trump. It's like you have to just find the best way to communicate with everybody, instead of building yourself a legit image. So
in a relatable way.
So right now we're trying to making sure everything is simple, easy. We don't really talk about all the technology too much. Like in the community, and for community, everybody have an easy name, like simple name. Like with the community manager, as actually our junior partner, we just call it Sign Intern and Sign Daddy. And so is a very good vibe.
Yeah, actually, you were just telling me about the 4 different roles within the community. Yeah, can you help elaborate? How do people kind of like in community right now find their relative responsibility?
So we're serious about the community building. How serious we are? Like, basically, we see the community as a digital nation. I have some bold ideas. I realize. Why not? Right now, everybody watching TikTok. Basically, everybody living in your TikTok. So right now, the next generation nations is not bound by like physical borders, like wall. Somebody will try to build a wall, but I don't think it can work. I think the nations, communities will be separate or bounded by ideas. As long as you have influential ideas and a lot of people agree to this idea, these people share the same identity. And these people become a strong community, like Bitcoin holder. We're bonded both socially and financially.
I see.
We're Bitcoin holders. So right now we're building this Orange Dynasty. We have a strong ideological belief. We believe in money freedom, integrity. We believe in blockchain. We believe in the globalism. And we really spend a lot of time building this community as a digital nation. We have all the important element into this. Like say we have a currency. We have a credit score. reputation score, which is important in real life, and it's non-tradable, by the way. We have so if your reputation score good enough, you can invite people and give the people who invite into this community a higher reputation score base. So basically, when you have a higher enough reputation score, you're become a citizen. So basically, after you become a citizen, you have the UBI, universal basic income,
I see.
and you're able to work for this community, for this digital nation. And we designed 4 roles, which was like the common work. You take one of the roles. Some of the roles are like you become a support warrior to give emotional value to the people, or some of them are serious builder. You build like applications or stuff for like everybody. So you take the role and you keep working, and you will get more like incentive, basically the government salary. So we have this whole system set up, and we even build an app to making sure all these systems are invisible, and then you don't need to rate out all the it's all automatic programmed.
Yeah, but it's all traceable through the blockchain. So,
sure.
Yeah, this definitely reminds me of the network state, right?
Yeah. This is real. Actually, this is a real network state.
This is a real,
I don't believe
you're the global mayor, right?
I don't believe you should like go buy an island and ship everybody to the island. I don't think we still need a physical place to be together, and we can just hang out on the internet. Yeah.
I see. Interesting. And then going back to part of the community building, right? Is also to install this like very strong confidence in the value of the token, right? I mean, part of this, as you mentioned, the incentive program is to provide that value accrue back, inject that back into the community, to the early contributors. And I saw this really cool post that you did a couple of days ago about like the open conspiracy, how to make sign to $1 right now. You guys had like 10 billion allocation. 10 billion, right? 10 billion allocation. So that's a really strong target. So curious, what's your thoughts on connecting like token price to like the strength of the community?
Yeah, it's because of token, like so all the community are bundled like financially. So I want to be like, so firstly, I want to openly talk about it. I don't want to be vitalik because people buy this token, definitely they're confident or they trust the team or something. So we have this responsibility. We need to keep talking about this, right? We're not like suggesting everybody to buy this, but we have to keep talking about this, how we are trying to keep promoting this. So there's no need to hide. And the secondly is basically it's a realization. You realize, okay, whoever have our token. So basically in this world, say there's 1 million people have our token. And if from tomorrow everybody believe the price of token is $1, and what's going to happen is
they will buy.
It will just go to $1 immediately. Right? Because no one will sell like under $1.
Lower than that.
So it will be immediately go there. So I realized the price is really like a shared conviction. As long as everybody believes so, as the price will go there. Because because the non-believers, they don't have token. Right. So
they already sold.
Then they don't have tokens. Like so, basically, the price of a currency is basically all the participants like have different views. If you figure out a way to coordinate or to align everybody's expectation, it will be so easy for us to go to $1, even $10, $100. Right? You think about if you launch a token and you're making sure all the participants have the same vision for a price, or like keep higher and higher price. You're basically telling people a story that convince people this, and it can go the top 10. Why not? In the article, I think that the really funny part is I did a calculation on NVIDIA's market cap. So NVIDIA right now have $4 trillion market cap, which equivalent. Well, I think when we talk about 4 trillion, we already forget what the meaning of 4 trillion.
Trillion is,
Because $4 trillion means 16 years of global rice production. So you can buy 16 years everybody's like global rice production. And there's no possible way that people will sell you this much rice for this company. So what I'm saying is that the price is fake. But why the price still worth 4 trillion? Because everybody believes so. As long as everybody believes so, 4 trillion is possible. That's what I'm really trying to say. So so I believe in Bitcoin. I believe in Sign coin.
Wow. All the founders take notes of their lessons in here. I guess any other parting thoughts that you have for us, for your own community? Yeah, what is on the horizon that we should be looking forward to?
I think we just get ready for the real adoption.
Yeah, how do we accelerate adoption? That's a great question, right? Like 10 years was a long time, but we haven't really gone to this mass adoption target.
But, just by being very diligent, I think Pumped Up Fund is really a adoption, like really pushing adoption in the younger generation, right? So basically I realized a lot of time I don't consider myself to be old, but I gradually I start to judge people, right? I start to say, bro, you need a job. You can't just keep launching meme coins. But this is what it is, right? Who want to get a job? Even myself, I'm just launched a coin, right? So, and same thing, right? Yeah. So I realized that's the future, and the future is always right. So you have to accelerate the future, and I'll say just being DJing, doing all the actively participating, and don't look back. So things will happen real fast. I think a lot of things gonna change either politically, regulation-wise, or the crypto adoption. The crypto is definitely the future. I can't believe why some people don't believe Bitcoin will go to $1 million. I don't understand.
Yeah, so, what are you doing in this industry if you don't believe that?
Yes. I mean, how come people keep saying Bitcoin? Bitcoin keep pumping, and still people still think Bitcoin is a fraud.
Right.
Just take in some knowledge, please.
Yeah.
So and for what we're doing is the same thing. We're trying to explore the new games. Right now, we're going to the mainstream, capital market. Also, bring our product to the the real market. We're bidding for government contracts, and at the same time, we're penetrating the global mind share by our community, by our orange bearers. There's a lot of things we're doing. So we're just I would say focus on this.
Super exciting time. Yeah, we're working with people that actually are looking at real world adoption and user acceleration. So I think that's always a very bullish sign. So thanks so much for your time, Xin.
Thank you, John.
Yeah, it's always great to chat with you. See you in the next episode of Professionally Curious.